So close yet so far, huh?
This is strange. I'm not reading any PDTs in your area. They should remain active. Even on the
Tell me, John, why are you working with this jackal?
Dr. Milan.
She's been talking about me.
I'm nobody. I just want to find my family.
Without a family, man alone in the world, trembles with the cold.
He's a real douchebag.
Are you trembling, John? Because make no mistake, you are alone.
Mala? Mala?
John, are you there? I'm jamming from the comm system. What did he say?
He knew me. Knew my name. Could he help us?
John, this is happening because of him. He did all of this.
This is all too much for me, dear. I'm just a school teacher.
I can promise you that I want to find your family as much as you do. We're in this together.
Okay. That about let's not die that many times today. Well, that didn't go so well. Please, do I have to listen to this again?
This is strange. I'm not reading any PDTs in your area. They should remain active. Even on the
Tell me, John, why are you working with this jackal?
Dr. Milan.
She's been talking about me.
Oh no, you have to listen to this chatter again.
I just want to find my family.
Without a family, man alone in the world, trembles with the cold. Are you trembling, John? Because
I'm trembling, alright.
no mistake, you are alone.
Mala? Mala?
John, are you there? I'm jamming from the comm system. What did he say?
He knew me. Knew my name. Could he help us?
John, this is happening because of him. He did all of this.
This is all too much for me, dear.
Okay.
Just a school teacher.
I can promise you that I want to find your family as much as you do. We're in this together.
Can we like save there so we don't have to do all this again? Store bloodstains. Okay, so we're gonna call it on. No! That's not what I wanted it to go. Come on. Not where I told him to go. Okay, it loads, so we don't have to listen to that chatter.
can try to make it fit, but it may break. No, that won't work. No, that won't work.
Need to make that one shoot over here. Okay. Okay, game. We need to use this somehow here.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break. No, that won't work. How much is just walking in front of that one? Probably not a good idea. Never liked sugar cola.
Wire.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
Guess you're supposed to go down there and how much else we can do here? Rolling.
Found a body too. He's pretty bloodied up.
What's this guy's name? Steven Ryson, huh? More power outages today. Damn it, I thought they had a lid on that. People have been way crankier than usual. One of my boys just broke down today, shaking, scratching like he was suffering from withdrawal or something. I checked with the nurses who examined him, and it seems like there was some sort of drug in his system. He swore blind he wasn't dirty and hadn't been taking anything, but they are already preparing a tribunal for the poor guy. The thing is, I believe him. Everybody's been acting a bit peculiar lately. What's happening to my beautiful ship? The crap is growing on the spine of this baby like a cancer. I keep mailing Dr. Malin about this, but he hasn't responded to any of my messages. And now he's reading them because I get more of those stooges from hydroponics down to collect samples whenever I send more than a few words his way. I managed to corner his assistant the other day and demanded to know when we would be getting our share of the rations. She looked at me like she hadn't slept in a week and said, "Soon." None of us are sleeping properly. I try to greet each day with a smile, but the wrenches are getting panicky, if not mutinous. I spend my time breaking up fights instead of maintaining the engines. I was thinking of taking a group down to engine ports and torching the shit off the hull, but I'm worried it's too late for that now. No more engineers, no more hope. When you take those things away, we got nothing left. I'm dictating this wedged under the main security terminal. I don't think any of those things will hear me. The rest of the survivors are holed up in the bulkheads, but nobody was willing to risk leaving until we had some sort of protection. I pointed out we would either starve or die anyway, so they voted overwhelmingly for me to try and get help. So I came down here through one of the maintenance access tunnels and programmed the security terminal to mark any individuals with their PDTs to implement them as hostiles. That should at least get the turrets on our side. I'm not sure it will work, but it's all I could do. I'm alone now. Hell, I'm used to it. Never met the right girl and all that. I'm pretty sure I heard Luther screaming, you know. They are probably all dead now, but I can't know for sure. I could hear those things peeling panels off the floor and walls like they were paper, and I will be damned if you will find me covering under the floor like that. Guy Fawkes jumped with the noose around his neck when he was about to be executed. Did you know that? They were going to half strangle him and then rip him to pieces, but he cheated the executioners, breaking his own neck before they could carry on torturing him. I'm going to do likewise. Got a gun for my protection, see? Only one bullet left, but no matter. I only need one. This is dark shit. I guess. Oh, a pistol there. Let's go and get it. Downstairs, so. Question is, what shall we do with the gun? Shoot something? Okay, so we inactivated that one now. Good.
I hate doors.
One override. Coming up. Shit, John! The security systems in medical are inaccessible. It's like they've been locally reset. I can't access anything.
I'll think of something.
These don't go well together.
What? There we go. Oh, bring it with you. Come on. Oh.
Wow.
Oh my god. Practice school teacher, huh?
Warning. This area is off limits to all active PDT users. Please see your supervisor for further instructions.
That makes no sense. All PDTs. That's everyone. They must have changed security settings. Stop anyone from heading down below.
Or coming up.
Let's go and see what it's. PDA? Erica Boxer, huh? That utter jerk! I cannot believe that asshole! What kind of a man dumps a girl on their anniversary? For Danica's in hysterics. I had to swap my shifts on account of that prick. Sadie made that easy enough. She's such a good friend to me. We were inseparable at nursing school until she decided to branch out into botany. Seems she suited more to general medical research than patient care. That's fine, I don't mind. I prefer working with people to plants anyway. The new walkway in hydroponics is a bonus too. Some of our boys like to stretch their new limbs along the greenery. Who said that the new departments were of no use? This is selfish, I know, but damn it, I've had so much on my plate. I'm having to do serious overtime, and then ungrateful turds like Eric mean I've got even more to deal with. My poor baby sister, body of a 30-year-old woman, mind of a 16-year-old girl. Apparently, he says, being the pilot of the Ozymandias is just too much pressure on a relationship. As is that sweet little co-pilot he recently acquired. I've had it up here with pilots. Are they ever not chasing tail? Well, tonight should be okay, as I've got Danica coming around with some of the girls and a shipment of Marchian champagne. The budget increase is proving to be a blessing and a curse. We've got more equipment for sure, but nowhere near enough space for it. If only the groom lake was one of those modular types, we might be able to get some extra room. Sadie and I are working our butts off around here. God bless Sadie. If it wasn't for her, I'd probably be an alcoholic by now. Danica is still not over her douchebag ex and calls me up crying most nights just to talk about how she misses him. Next time I see him, I'm going to punch his lights out. I worry about Danica. She's depressed, not eating, not sleeping. I might ask Gracia to book her in for an appointment. She needs a shrink. Work-wise, the regeneration tanks are working beautifully, but the increased demand for them means we are running short of chemical dissociation reagents. And the cell growth regeneration fluid is pretty much spent. Speaking of the fluid, is this new stuff Dr. Mellon's unit had us using. It's technically the same as the last stuff, but I'm sure the molecular composition is different. Apparently it's 4 times as effective. Seems kinda unpredictable actually. I already asked Dr. Harvey to request that we switch back to the old one, which he has done twice. Why are they ignoring us? Crazy huge brawl in the mess hall today, all of the guys sweating and looking like they OD'd or something. There's been a spike in violent assaults. I would swear it has something to do with the new supplies that came in. Ever since that new regen fluid, it seems like everything else is slightly off too. I'm sure of it. Diet, medicines, genetic samples, you name it. I spoke to Sadie and she also swears it's been temporary. The idea that we've been ingesting bad food for months scares the shit out of me. I'm going to get a friend of mine to analyze some samples. Until then I'm locking my door at night. I'm not sure who I can trust. Sadie's been giving me strange looks too. I might actually change the lock. I don't care anymore. I just don't care. I have to see Danica. I have to. She's with 2 others near the hangars. I'm stuck here in medical. 2 rifles taken from Malone and Bird and a laser scalpel. That's all we have to get here. Sadie keeps fighting me on this and making excuses. She's starting to piss me off. Has that idiot forgotten where we are? That the Groom Lake is now a freaking hunting ground and my sister is in the middle of it. I don't fucking care if they don't come with me. I have to see my sister. I don't know. I have to know about Danica. I heard her on the radio a day or so ago, so I know she's still alive. She has to be hiding. Danica was always better than me at hide and seek back home. Took hours to find her. Once Mom sent a search party for her, and she had been hiding at the bottom of the garden, tucked inside a dirt hole where Dad was planting beets. She's hiding. She has to be. Sadie's causing me problems. If she won't come with me, I guess I'll have to make her come along, whether she wants to or not.
I think I found the crew.
Are they also bloodied up, like the guy under the floor?
You could say that. I'm not sure how many people I'm looking at. But it's like something from a eugenics war painting.
Try to push through, John. A few decks below, 1 step at a time.
Sadie, huh? Thought that becoming the new head medical tech on this deck would actually improve things, but it's like being thrown into the lion's den. Locked on a few months back was a pain, but these inventory discrepancies are the real problem. Then yesterday the system went haywire. The first thing Erica does, of course, is call up her little sister to make sure she's okay. I suppose I can understand that. I just wish that, well, I wish he would ask after me sometimes too. Yesterday during the power outage, I was locked inside the storage room for 2 hours. But then Nika's fine, of course, so who cares about me? I was only trapped in a product storage room with only plant cultures and human limbs for company. I took a look at them actually. It's part of my job, with the plants anyway, and I had to do something to keep my mind off things. Good specimens, all of them, except for samples 99D, E, and F. I couldn't for the life of me work out why samples this badly mutated would be permitted anywhere near the greenhouses. These are recent too. Dear God, what imbeciles in shipping sent these to storage. Cambridge Hyperphonics have the strictest quarantine regulations in the galaxy, punishable by losing your damn job. It must be the new section a few floors down. They got all kinds of fools on that payroll. You know, I usually like to spend time in the greenhouse, but I swear something's going funny with some of the new crops. Erica said I'm probably just imagining it, but I had a whole batch of brassica growth cultures thrown out the other day showing signs of what looked like Dutch elm disease. How is that possible? I'm going to submit a report. How am I supposed to explain to Dr. Milano and the board that we have mutant cultures in storage and perfectly good crops for extinct diseases in another lab? Erica has lost her damn mind. I'm scared of my mind right now. She's dragged us on a fool's errand across the ship to look for Danica. I tried to tell her that how I saw one of these things wearing Danica's face the other morning. Oh god, it makes me want to puke just thinking about it. It looked like a deflated balloon as it scuttled up the walls. I swear Ingrid fried it with a bolt, but we can't be sure. He's a psychiatrist, not a soldier. Then again, are any of us soldiers? Erica seems to think we're in the Marine Corps, waving around that rifle with a crazy look in her eye, threatening to kill anyone who disagrees with her. Erica told her, "You are a nurse." God, I barely recognize her anymore. What happened to my best friend? What happened to that girl from Stokely, Mississippi? I don't know who Erica Boxer is anymore. Erica died this morning. My friend is gone. One of those horrific things tore her spine out of her body right in front of my eyes. I must be one of the last ones left alive. Not that I have got long. I'm infected with something. I can feel it. I checked out the hydroponics lab this morning. It's a wreck. I could have told them. Anyone could have told them. That trying to breed a new fungus to kill the old one would be disastrous. The rest of it won't budge. I tried tearing it away with the laser scalpel Erica gave me, but it did nothing. Zip, zitch, nada. What doesn't kill it really doesn't make it. What doesn't kill it really does make it stronger. I'm going back to retrieve Erica's remains later. I know she died a crazy woman, but she was my friend. I still love her. Okay. Down first.
Formed the womb, oh never again. It crawled through the night and then they grafted their eyes and tore through my skin. Oh never ever, never again. They came for our mothers and then for our kin, scratching the guilt and eating their sin, changing God's work, a seed to begin. We burned them with fire and killed them with men. Let us remember, never again.
Between 1 and 2 a.m. in Texas, tell them your friend Phil sent you. Ted says things that almost taste real. Yum, 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 yum. Ted's.
We need to find a tag somewhere.
Tell them your friend Phil sent you. Ted says meat that almost tastes real. Yum, 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 yum. Ted's.
Serotonergic receptors are present in your principal vascular system.
Excuse me. Let's see what's this.
Must have manually removed the PDTs. That's why the security systems were reset in medical.
Oh, the bodies. The bodies in the crew quarters. They were skinned. The creatures were using the PDTs to move through secure areas.
Must have realized what was going on.
So for me to get to the lower decks...
You have to remove your tag.
Remove?
Perhaps electric shock. No, that wouldn't work. John? This is the only surefire way.
What are you saying?
The surgery pod should already be programmed to remove it.
It didn't work out so well for this poor woman.
It's the only way, unless you space jump between decks.
This is surgery.
John, prep the pod.
Oh, great. Okay. New year for the chief surgeon and new year for the staff of the medical tech. I have to think of it that way or it gets rather confusing. The staff of the medical tech now consists of 3 extra sections. Cybernetics, tissue generation, and for some reason, medical hydroponics. Yes, it may be medical, but as I told Dr. Milan, they are still plants. I don't wish to seem ungrateful. It is Kane Corporation who opened so many new doorways for me, and who redefined the frontiers of this world. As a man who served his apprenticeship on the battlefields, elbow deep in the blood of innocence, to see those desert and war-torn villages reborn as images of Nirvana is a privilege. And all thanks to the sciences of Kane. And yet it's hard to understand why, on the Groom Lake, so many departments are being forced to share resources like this. I hear our budget will be up for review soon, and on the chance of us getting an increase of strength, I should try to remain positive. My goodness, a 300% budget increase. I have not yet been able to even imagine how helpful this financial windfall will be. Dr. Malaninch assured me that a sizable portion of this budget would be applied to Project Seed. It makes our work that much more essential. We'll order new equipment and new samples, although I don't totally agree with the ethics of Dr. Malan's acquisition of volunteers for surgery and testing. The leaps and bounds we have made in our research more make up for the rest of it. Is it wrong that we must test the limits of morality for the greater good? I'm a surgeon who has seen many awful things in the blood-soaked abattoirs of the Pengway Wars, so perhaps this should be the second nature to me. But I don't recall agreeing to use of children for testing. I went to inspect the stasis tubes at the request of my chief nurse and found that there were several children, some as young as 9-year-old, awaiting processing. Children? I was shocked and appalled and demanded an explanation from Dr. Malan. Edward Jenner had to test vaccines on children to see if they would work, he said. I knew the story, but medical doesn't. Jenner injected infected purulent exudates into the child's arm, which must have seemed callous disregard for the child's life. And yet he saved the boy. This is how he convinced me. We are at the frontier of the sciences. Chances must be taken. I do not always feel comfortable with this ethical choice, but his logic is sound. The research is too valuable for us to let a few more qualms get in our way. It appeared that my decision to become a surgeon with Kane operation is not quite simple as I thought. The first casualties of the infection spreading across the ship came to my lab, where we had to set up a quarantined operating room. I had to get hands-on with a patient for the first time in years to flow blood by cutting off infected tissue using my specialized tools. God forgive me, but I enjoyed it. It's impossible to explain the adrenaline rush from playing God in such a way, of having the lives of so many on the verge of death in your hands. I felt it on the battlefields, and I feel it now. It is not the beauty of birth that moves me, it seems, but the pungent stench of death. I thought I had joined Kane Corporation to save my soul. Instead, it is to slake the thirst of the beast in me, whose jaws slaver at the scent of blood. I am ashamed. How could I not have seen it? Those awful life forms are disguising themselves as us inside us. They wear our skin and our PDTs, which explains how the security system cannot detect them. If I didn't already know where those creatures came from, this would perhaps be less frightening. But they have learned their abomination. What a word that is. It appears to summarize what we have created in our hubris. We have created evil. God help us all. Okay, this is the report. They're all, for those of you, okay, this is, do not answer doors, straight over is A's. Okay.
Prepared for the selected program.
This is a friendly reminder that thought crime does not entail death. This is a final request for
It doesn't work like that.
to communications array 18.
This isn't gonna work. These don't go well together. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Can't do any that. But somehow we have to be able to get that person out of there, don't we?
I don't think this will fit.
See, there was something about down here.
We asked customers what they thought about Kane Corporation's Coca-Cola.
I love Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola.
I love Coca-Cola.
I love Coca-Cola.
Everybody loves it. I need to finish drinking all that. Drink one. We asked customers what they thought about Kane Corporation's Coca-Cola.
I love Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola.
I love Coca-Cola.
I love Coca-Cola.
You love your Coca-Cola. Hey, Coca-Cola. I love Coca-Cola. Everybody loves it. I need to finish Coca-Cola. Drink one.
Hey you, yes you over there. Ensure that you stay clean of parasites at all times. Mandatory rectal exams are taken. Brought to you by Kane Health and Safety.
Here.
Tia, a survivor.
Is someone alive?
Not exactly. He's in stasis.
It could be dangerous to wake someone from stasis without the proper procedures being followed.
So who the hell woke me?
Forget him, John. You need to think about the mission.
Okay. Somehow I think I need...
I don't think that'll work. I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
Okay.
I think that'll just break it. I think that'll just break it.
Okay, cables. Okay.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break. Another body.
Burr Carter, huh? He's still in my beating heart. I saw the most divine creature in hydroponics. She's friend with that nurse, Erica. Erica gives me the evil eye, but Sadie's just a divine thing. Curves in all the right places and the face of an angel. I keep trying to come up with the reasons to visit the medical hydroponic section. She never sees me though. I'm not trained medical staff. The soldiers in the recovery rooms give me funny looks if I am at the window trying to get her attention. I had to find a way to speak to Sadie directly. I've seen her head to the documentation room and she seems to go there after every shift. I might try and strike up a conversation by one of the machines, maybe offer to buy her a drink. I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe the day after, because tomorrow I got a double shift. Still, it takes a brave man to work on unknown sciences in the bosom of the cosmos, doesn't it? Like the jocks back at school would ever be able to do what I frickin' do. Risk life and limb to repair essential electronics, and that takes courage. I may not be a soldier, but I think I have the right to call myself a man of courage. What's with the shutdown? Jesus, 9 days now? I've been trying to get through to the surgical pods for a week. I gave up going to hydroponics to see Sadie after they started restricting access to unnecessary personnel. So now I just hang around product storage by the vending machines hoping to see her. But when I do, I just choke up. Damn, I'm so pathetic. I'm reading this book by Arian Sanchez. It's about the eugenics wars. It's friggin' amazing that we're even allowed to do what we do on the Groom Lake. With what happened all those years ago. I have to hide the book though. Dr. Milan saw me reading it in the rec room and he went totally apeshit. Threatened to burn the book and fire my ass, so now it stays under my pillow. And I sure as hell don't take it on my rounds. Instead I bring one of the Pangean series by W.C. Dark with me. Is that his real name? Doubt it. I love Major Plowtoll. He's incredible. Sometimes I wish I had the balls to be in the Marines rather than engineering. I'd love to be like him. Rations arrived today, nobody's impressed. It's all emergency shit, so hardly gourmet, but man. I wasn't expecting much, but this is seriously bad. Because food's short, people are going bug fuck. Lutis punched Malone, broke the poor bastard's nose. Steve's having trouble keeping everyone's fist off each other. I keep asking why he can't just raid hydroponics, but they keep shouting me down, especially Sadie. She looks so pissed when she sees me, but nowhere near as pissed when she looks at Dr. Milan and Dr. Arai Kubar. She must despise me. Why didn't I just get her out before? Because you're a coward, Burke. A dirty, stinking coward. The power went out again. I'm so freaking scared I can barely breathe. Those rumors of animals prowling around medical? Not rumors. I saw one guy ripped apart by one of those things. Couldn't make it out too well. Pale skins, tails, I think. They move around like a pack of dogs and they are strong. People are scared and hungry. I kept a small stash of food in my quarters. I didn't even tell Steve about it. I feel ashamed for keeping it to myself, but people are getting crazy, man. I think it might actually be against regulation to hoard food. Miglietta would kill me if he knew I had rations hidden. Come on, the guy's nuts. He practically strangled me the other day. Carswell had to restrain him. But it still friggin' kills me from the operation earlier. Steve was nominated to reprogram the security turrets and the guy just went and did it. He's a hero, not like me. Now I'm just not just a coward, I'm a friggin' murderer. I used to those poor bastards in Stasis to keep those god-awful things from getting to me. I just unlocked the Stasis units and began the recovery process so that when they staggered out of their deep freeze, those things were waiting for them. I found a product storage room that nobody was using and locked myself in. When the breach was reported, I heard the screams. I pissed myself. I fucking pissed myself. Is that any way for a real man to behave? As I ran, I saw Sadie cradling her best friend's bloody body in the corridor. The worst friggin' part isn't that it never occurred to me to stop. I just hoped they would buy me the time I need to find a hiding place. That's how Burke Carter was. Whoever finds this, and I know somebody will. He was a coward. I just hope that the computer parts in his PDA come and hand it to whoever finds this. If my hide was this used in life, the least I can hope is that something I left behind will be useful. They are all for those who are still able to receive this message on the internet. You know by now that the creatures are using our PDAs. As security checks to prevent this, I have decided that each in turn you proceed on the armed guard to the... Okay.
No, it's one. Probably not a good idea.
Exactly correct place there. Okay. So let's see if you can figure this out or not. Head, it's Oh, I have to run back here and turn it off again. Why did it? Done something wrong there. That was weird.
We're back.
We have to deal with this again.
Cut open.
Of course! They must have manually removed the PDTs. That's why the security systems were reset in medical.
Oh, bodies. The bodies in the crew quarters. They were skinned. The creatures were using the PDTs to move through secure areas.
Killed me or something.
Must have realized what was going on.
So for me to get to the lower decks...
You have to remove your tag.
Remove?
Perhaps electric shock. No, that wouldn't work. John? This is the only surefire way.
What are you saying?
The surgery pod should already be programmed to remove it.
It didn't work out so well for this poor woman.
It's the only way, unless you space jump between depths.
This is surgery.
John, prep the pod.
The pod is not properly prepared for the selected program.
This is a friendly reminder that thought crime does not entail death. This is a final request for Ripley B. Uno to report.
The organic matter receptacle requires refined biological tissue.
Yeah, let's turn over here.
Are you expecting a beautiful bouncy baby boy or girl? Speak to your nearest administrator for details on our Mom and Tots program. You could win an all-expenses paid vacation to Titan. Competition is sponsored by the C team.
Back this way. There is no more.
Profanity, derogatory comments, or other intimidating actions directed at Kane security employees.
Tia, a survivor.
Is someone alive?
Not exactly. He's in stasis.
It could be dangerous to wake someone from stasis without the proper procedures being followed.
So who the hell woke me?
Forget him, John. You need to think about the mission.
Okay, what does this one say though? So, needle. One, two, three. What the heck, man? Pressing escape and it restarts the whole thing. Oh my.
Serotonergic receptors are present in your principal vascular system.
I'm back. It's been cut open.
Of course! They must have manually removed the PDTs. That's why the security systems were reset in medical.
Oh, the bodies. The bodies in the crew quarters. They were skinned. The creatures were using the PDTs to move through secure areas.
Must have realized what was going on.
So for me to get to the lower decks,
You have to remove your tag.
remove?
Perhaps electric shock. No, that wouldn't work. John? This is the only surefire way.
What are you saying?
The surgery pod should already be programmed to remove it.
It didn't work out so well for this poor woman.
It's the only way, unless you space jump between depths.
This is surgery.
John, prep the pod.
The pod is not properly prepared for the selected program.
This is a friendly reminder that thought crime does not entail.
I don't think this will fit.
Communications await
This should be useful.
Some medtech surgical pot is not properly prepared for the selective program.
Okay, so if I press escape now... Bad happened. Okay, good. Again. When I put the right now.
Kane Corporation, the last truly great company, wants to thank all employees for their dedicated service. This year's profits are up 20% across all sectors. Life expectancy is up 5 years. We are at the cusp of greatness. In the words of Henry Kane himself, humanity has chosen us to do its good work, and together we will not let them.
Tissue. This is one needle.
Tia, a survivor.
Is someone alive?
Not exactly. He's in stasis.
It can be dangerous to wake someone from stasis without the proper procedures being followed.
So who the hell woke me?
Forget him, John. You need to think about the mission.
That's the free we can get, though, right?
Another body. Or two.
Yep. The ship. Slam it in. Save just in case. This one was the head. It's H3C. something about...
I don't know what I was thinking there.
So... There's one... There's like none of these that looks like this though. Must be the one I didn't. So is it this one? Quite making sense. I need to know what body parts the other one was. Ah, crap. Can I see? That one was the head. And it should have 4. He's supposed to like get to go together with something? There must be something I need to... feed or... That's a head, yes. I would like to know what the heck is this then? Is pointing to the body or the torso and there? That's that one. Just don't know how many needles there must have been. This one. Supposed to be the body or? Tell me, like... It's missing. Second part again. That one. How do I know what the other one's gonna be then? Three. That one is 3. That one should be 1. 4. Yes. 1. Oh, this one's 4. This one's probably 3. How do we know what the other one's gonna be then? There must be some way I can get the information for the other ones.
No, it's 1. I don't think this will fit.
Else we can... I think so. Something scribbled on that one. Let's see, so H-O 3 5 one needle, I guess, right? Or one, okay. What else can we find? It is one thing there, so let's see. NH probably what destroys you. Let's see, so we have one that's gonna be 4. One is 5. Doesn't look like any of them. Yeah, that one does. 5. And it should have 1. Then we have one that's gonna be 4. Okay, so that's the one that's gonna be 1 then, I assume. That should be okay, so everything should be correct in my opinion, except we have no idea what this one is gonna be. Missing one information. I got 3, 4, 5 pieces of information. I need 6. Some that's Guessing this is the inhabit. Gonna slap him with the gun?
Steady yourself. You'll be okay.
I heard screaming!
Woke him up. The survivor. He didn't make it. I think I killed him. I think I did something.
I told you to leave him. He was dead the minute they froze him. You just made his death easier, simpler.
I just killed a man, Tia.
You need to move before you become another dead body.
Have some mercy.
Mercy? You have no idea how much mercy I have. I've been in hell. Made choices that got people killed. This isn't just about you anymore. I'm sorry. I need you, John.
I need a fluid.
I can't see it working like that.
Could have the gun. I'm feeling better about him being dead. Okay. Let's save now that we have done all that stuff. Let's see, so we got...
That surgical pot is not properly prepared for the selective program.
Okay, so we put that there. We need to do something with it then. Can't use the gun on us. We are. And there's not an option. Get rid of that body.
I'm going to have to be awake for this.
You're not helping.
Sorry. Okay. Just... shit. Even be careful doesn't cover it.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. It's not like the power's gonna cut out in the middle of surgery.
Shit, John. Why would you even say that?
I'm about to cut into my spinal cord. I'm allowed one joke.
I'll be monitoring.
Okay, boys.
You can do this.